Hey guys, this is Donna Jones for Spotlight TV, and joining me is VH1's Love and Hip Hop, Chrissy Monroe.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And I brought Marge Tiffany, don't forget.
Hi, Marge.
Hello.
Yes, we also have to make sure we mention Marge Tiffany's there on studio as well. So let's start. I first want to ask you, what just made you decide to do this show? Because this is definitely a show that's always on 10. You know, or can get there real fast. What was the deciding factor for you? Like, this is something you wanted to do?
Well, I've just always been a big fan. I have a few friends that have been on prior seasons, and I just felt as though I would be a good fit and I'd be a good addition to bring something just different. My whole character, my whole swag, my dog, her swag. And I just really have a big love for the whole hip-hop lifestyle. It's been a major part of my lifestyle. Right. Even before I moved to New York, I was a big part of, you know, the hip-hop culture in Baltimore, where I grew up. Yes. And it just seemed like a natural progression for me. You know, of course, I considered going on television and exposing my whole life. I mean, that could be scary for anyone. Definitely. But it's actually been a positive experience. So really? It's great, yeah. And
you're introduced this season with your boyfriend, Chink Santana.
Yes.
How are you guys doing?
We're doing great. You know, and any relationship has its difficulties. Yes. But, you know, we have a really strong bond. We have a lot of, you know, common interests and things. We have, he's from D.C., I'm from Baltimore. He's a Virgo, I'm a Virgo. We're actually 5 days apart, so we actually... Wow. Are too much alike.
How does that work?
We bump heads constantly, honey.
Oh, wow.
It's like, no, I'm right. No, I know it all. No, I know it all. No, you know. But, you know, I fall back a lot and let him be the man. You know, I'm very traditional in that sense that you know, I'm an old-fashioned girl. I may be very independent in the business world, but I do have traditional values, and he honors those things. So. Right,
because sometimes are you, like, with reality TV, you know, it can definitely either bring you closer or rip you apart in a relationship, you know, and it has this little stigma that, you know, it definitely may have broken up a couple, you know, relationships.
Yeah, but you know, my theory on that, if a relationship is really meant to be and it's that solid, nothing can break it up.
Absolutely.
So, you know, like I say, we have our trials and tribulations. Right. I can't give away too much. Okay. We got to let it see how it plays out week to week. I know, but y'all don't know, so, you know, and Marge knows.
Everyone is such a big fan of me. Everyone looks at Love and Hip Hop. You know, so it's definitely a big part of, you know, I think culture itself.
Yes. You know, I think Mona Scott Young really had just, you know, a great idea bringing love and hip hop, because it exposes a lot of the reality of dating men in the industry or men dating women in the music industry. And it's kind of showing a side to, okay, me dating a producer is not easy. And a lot of women, they go after these men in nightclubs and stuff. They want to be with an artist, but they really don't know what it entails.
Yeah.
They're home very seldom. They're on the road a lot. Wow. It's a lot. You really got to love that man to stick and put up with the BS.
Definitely.
I mean, it's a lot involved. And when you follow my storyline, you'll see a lot of that.
And also, too, you know, you being introduced in the show, it was kind of like the first couple scenes in the show. It was like literally head on with Erica. Do you think that kind of played into you coming onto the show, like someone that would definitely won't back down from that?
I definitely came in with a bang. You know, it's kind of hard to say. Well, I've never backed down from anything in my life, nor will I.
Right.
Her and I have a very long, we have a very long history. Everything, you know, on that show is real.
Right.
There's a lot more involved that she has done, because you could really see the hurt in my face in those scenes, because, you know, we were close at one time and I really did care about her. She became a totally different person when she got on television. I don't know what happened, but people change. Yeah. So, you know, it was about some time somebody came and checked that ass, pretty much, because she's been running down on girls for seasons, and nobody's ever had the you know, the guts to stand up to her. Well, hello, you've met your match.
Definitely.
So
let's talk about the other side of you. And you're an entrepreneur, you're a businesswoman, you have your own company. How do you manage to juggle all that?
Okay, well, it takes a lot of balance, and you know, I meditate, I do yoga.
Really?
Yeah, I have a lot of different sides and facets to me. I'm a very complex woman. A lot of people wouldn't believe. They're like, oh, I collect Barbies. But actually,
wow.
you know, my business is called Lejeune Entertainment. Anybody interested in looking into that or seeing what I have to offer, read my mission statement. It's on ChrissyMonroe.com.
Okay.
It's more of a development, talent development company. I'm not just focusing on, okay, let me take your picture and you're a model.
Right.
I really want to mentor young men and women that are coming into the industry on the realities of it. And you know what, is this something you really want to do? I have young women that write me all the time. They're like, oh, I really want to model. I'm like, well, what do you do now? Well, I'm in medical school. Well, maybe you should really stick to medical school and just look at modeling as a part-time hobby. I'm being very realistic with a lot of these young girls because, you know, there's a lot of shady people in the industry that are out here selling dreams. And it's heartbreaking. You know, some people just never get over that. So, you know, I'm really looking to just really work with up-and-coming artists that I believe in and have talent, whether it's the acting or modeling. I do both. I have runway classes, on-camera etiquette, how to conduct yourself when you go on an interview, professionalism, because you get on a bus from Baltimore or D.C. and you go to the Big Apple, and there's thousands of other girls just like you. You don't know what to do. You know, it's hard. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what to do.
That is definitely true because I think a lot of women, you know, they come in and they're thinking it's going to be one way.
I'm going to be that one.
Yeah, and then the reality hits and it's like, oh, okay, you know, what do I do? So being prepared and having something like, you know, what you offer is so important.
There's casting directors trying to sleep with you. You know, I've been there, and this is all coming. I said, you know what, I really want to give something back. It's not just about me, you know, gaining something monetarily. I really want to work one-on-one with these women and make sure they go on the right path and get to, you know, maximize out their potential if this is the road they choose to take. Because, you know, it's worked for me, but it didn't come overnight. I moved out of Baltimore 12 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And it took me that long just to get, you know, here. I did a lot of things in Baltimore. I did a show, a Baltimore City soap opera at Monique's First Comedy Club. I did a show called The Awful Truth for Michael Moore. We filmed it here in D.C. I was on WJZ Shakedown. It was a dance show, local dance show. And I did a lot. But then when I got to New York, I got signed to Colt 45. It was just more opportunity. But those were all things that I just kind of navigated on my own. I didn't have anyone to help me.
So you realize the reality of it, it takes time.
Yes.
It definitely takes time. And having, I would say, having good people around you that will support you and lead you in the right direction.
Yeah, someone that's been there and done that. Kind of, you know, a mentor. So, you know, that kind of knowledge is just invaluable.
How is it back, I guess not backstage, but how is it with the cast and sort of the whole, you know, not maybe drama, but just kind of interacting with the cast? Is there a lot of drama like off camera? Or no? It's
great. You know, we have a really good group of people. The women I work with are amazing. My bosses, the executive producers, associate producers, directors, wonderful work environment. Mona is wonderful. When I say she would be someone that I would love to mentor me, I mean, she's about her business. She's a sharp lady. Everyone gets along. You know, it's a show, and you know, it's entertainment. It's definitely 100% real. They may put you, say you and I don't like each other. They may say, hey, you know what, you're going to go into this bar and, you know, your girlfriend's, you know, we're going to be there and somebody's going to walk in that you don't like, and it's going to be you. But they're not telling me who. So it's all going to be an organic reaction. It's not, so it's not you say this and she's going to say, no, it's not like that at all.
Because sometimes you kind of wonder, like, okay, is this the real reaction or is this sort of stage?
It's real. It's real. It's definite. Like real.
Just real quickly too, what advice would you give to, you know, younger generation that's kind of coming up, you know, and the women and the men out there that want to, you know, get out on their own, start their own business? What would be the key or one thing you would say, like, this is really important in starting your own business and kind of your career?
Believing in yourself, not letting anyone ever tell you you cannot do it. Sacrifice. If you have to work at McDonald's for 2 years to save up enough money to start your own business, whether it be a store, your own restaurant, that's sometimes what it takes. You know, don't give in to what you see on television with, you know, a lot of these Beverly Hills teen millionaire shows, whatever. That's the small majority of real people. You know, real people such as myself have had to work hard and sacrifice, and I didn't just start at the top. I took a lot of menial positions and stuff, and I learned, and I looked up to people and, hey, what is she doing that I can learn from? I want to be like you. And I ask questions. So that would be my advice, to just, you know, be patient.
Right.
You know, all this stuff you see in the media and stuff, a lot of it is just smoke and mirrors. A lot, you know, a lot of these rap videos, the jewelry is rented, the Bentleys are rented, the mansions are rented. It's not reality.
Wow.
So it's like, just don't set yourself up comparing yourself out. Stick to your dream, your goal,
Right.
and take it one day at a time, and you can make it happen.
So are we going to see more of Marge, Tiffany?
What do you think,
So
Marge?
cute.
Thank
Hi.
you. Well, yeah, you know, I want to be on the TV. I'm on a lot of the episodes.
So you take her everywhere with you?
Pretty much, yeah. Wherever she's allowed, they bring Marge. Everybody wants Marge. I'm like, well, what about me? She's the star. I'm just in her shadow.
That is so adorable. Thank you so much. And where
Thank
can
you.
we find more information and about
Oh,
you?
okay. Well, I'm on Instagram at Chrissy Monroe. So on my Facebook is Chrissy Monroe.
Okay.
My Twitter is Chrissy is Blonde. Always hashtag Monroe Mondays, because that's our little thing, and Marge Mondays for VH1 on Monday nights, 8 p.m. And also, my website, once again, is ChrissyMonroe.com for all modeling information.
Awesome. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
And I'm definitely looking forward to see what's going to happen this season with you.
Yes.
This is Donna Jones for Spotlight with Chrissy Monroe.